Hey guys, welcome to Child of Light. I am playing Child of Light. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and sadly, this second file, 18 minutes in, was about how long I was recording before I realized that I wasn't recording. So, my hope is that this time it will actually record all the way through, that it won't stop recording and whatever. I am trying out new recording software. So yeah, this is gonna be a little weird for me also, just because again, it's new recording software, so it's a little touch and go and whatever. It's all experimental for me right now. So we're gonna play Child of Light, and it's gonna be awesome. Downloadable content, I don't have any of it right now because you have to spend actual money on it, and it's really just you have these little jewels and crystals that you collect throughout the game. And some of the downloadable content, you basically just get a lot of rare ones, or you get a lot more of them, or you can get new characters. I am considering getting the new characters though, just because I'd like to try them out. I think that'd be cool. But otherwise, I don't have any downloadable content. And let's get into it with the new game. I like to do casual personally because I like to play games for fun, not for the challenge. You know, that's just kind of how I am. But, here we go. Let's get into it. Again.
Child, tuck yourself in bed, and let me tell a story of Lemuria, a long-lost kingdom, and a girl born for glory. In Austria was a crown land ruled by a duke. Aurora was his daughter, child of a duchess mysterious, beloved by her father. He raised the girl alone. They were rarely apart, till the Duke felt lonely and misplaced his heart. It was the Great Friday before Easter 1895. Players performed for the Duke, his new bride at his side. That night, Aurora went to sleep. The fire burned down low. She caught a chill that spread. Her skin was cold as snow. At dawn they found her, vacant, Aurora's light gone out. Her father wept and pleaded, but there could be no doubt. For all intents and purposes, Aurora was dead. And yet, once upon a time, she awoke in a strange land instead.
So this opening scene here you might have seen before if you've seen my February game review. It's my only big game review that I've ever done. And I do intend to do more, I just haven't been able to lately. I don't know, whatever. What am I seeing? I must be dreaming. I'm actually sick right now as I'm recording, and I apologize for any sniffles or coughs that become present in this video. But I really wanted to start recording again because I haven't recorded something since the Sexy Brutale. Not really anyways. I've kind of been experimenting with stuff. I tried doing a live stream with Cuphead, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Because again, I'm using this new recording software. So I'm gonna try it again. This time I can actually edit it. I can turn up the volume if I need to, or I can turn it down. Father! Wake me from the slumber. Woods darker than night, shadows lost of light. So I'm just going to show you guys this part real quick because I'm basically just going to play this the same way I did before. Steady, only little kids scare easy. Or easily scare, sorry. So, if you guys have ever seen the trailer for this game, you know that she can fly. She doesn't fly just yet. I feel a sneeze coming on, so I'm sorry if that pops out. But yeah, she doesn't fly just yet, but she will. This dream is formed of frigid air. Dark spirits fly, I know not where. Ooh, spider, gross. Wake up, wake up. nightmare, let me wake. I love her hair. Papa, where are you? My heart shall break. Igniculus! Will someone please explain how water falls with no rain? Who spoke? I did. Shake the dew from your eyes. Before mold grows, that's common sense. A firefly that speaks advice? My supper must have been too dense. Food sounds good, but I'm lost. Ever heard of an aurora? Why, sir, she is me. Both sir and she, a split aura. Perhaps you are some kind of flora. Cease your foolishness at once. I am Aurora, I am she. Oh, why didn't you say so? Follow me. A lady waits, hair long as a forest stream, with skin like moths and gleaming eyes. A seer, she'll know the way out of the stream. So I called Igniculus Nick because it's short for Igniculus. You can move him around with your mouse. It's super fun. And then soon we'll see that we can also collect wishes. We'll be on that dude soon. Soon enough. We'll meet that guy back there. What is tied to these branches? Curious charms, little hands fastened tight. Don't you know these are wishes? Wishes of light left in darkest night? Follow the orange one to find more bright. Wishes taste delicious. Have a bite. Wait until I tell Father about this night. So these ones are cool. You do have to do orange first in order to get all of these things. The purple restores your magic power. The green is your HP. The blue in general is Igniculus's light. So if I happen to use Igniculus's light, I can go like this. But as you see, it just goes to his light. So we gotta trigger this real quick. The path's right over this tree. But I cannot fly there with thee. Trapped, the door is barred. A scepter round, a translucent sphere. Clear as glass, the answer. Sir Firefly, ignite your rear. Whoa, I barely know you. Do it and I'll show you. I love that. The 3 scepters cast or shadow cast. Oh. We have to match the symbols fast. So the first time I played this game, I didn't really understand at first for whatever reason. Sir Firefly, our path is clear. But who would put a door here? So, yeah, I didn't understand what I had to do at first, and it was really weird. Who was she, I wonder? Remove the sword under. Who spoke? Some sort of ghost? The Lady of the Forest, I'm sure of this. Aurora, take the sword of Matildis. It feels real, look at it gleam. Run, that thing looks mean. Fortunately, I wield a sword in the stream. That's the other thing I like about this game is all the rhyming, it makes the entire thing feel like a fairy tale. You know, like you're in a fairy tale. I just like it. It's cool. Oh shit. So it'll prompt me later for this, but you can use Igniculus, you can glow on the enemy, and it will slow them down. On that little meter down there. Healing tonic, yay! But it does use up his light, which is the only thing. You can obviously restore that light with the plants, the little glowing plants. Oh, Father, how much farther? Aurora, what is a father? That is simple. I am his daughter. And then another thing that you can do is you can blind them like this, and then you can surprise attack them. And that means you get to strike first. Yes! So this is actually a really good strategy to have, because sometimes the enemies are fast in their waiting period, or they might be fast in their casting period. And you'll see soon enough that, let's see, what did I do first? I think I did this one first. Sorry, like I said, I'm re-recording the first 18 minutes of this, essentially, because it didn't want to record for whatever stupid reason, but look at the background. Just look, do you guys see that? The face? You see the face? Right there? How creepy is that? It's like super creepy, right? She's sometimes over here. There she is. Super duper creepy! So, eventually you guys will learn that she is the queen of the night, and she is our main villain. So it's a lot of it's a pretty cool foreshadowing type thing that they have going on there. I personally really like it, and it's something that I didn't notice the first time around. It was something that I noticed maybe in my third playthrough. Oh, it's so creepy though. Like, look at it. It's so cool and so creepy. I'm gonna get that treasure. Sometimes you can use Igniculus to gather treasure too, which is really cool. I feel like it's the creepiest when she's over on this side, more so than when she's over here, because you can't see it quite as easily when she's over on this side. Oh my god, I love this game though. Look at how beautiful it is. It's fantastic. It's so gorgeous. It's like everything is watercolor and textured. And, I love it. I love this game. Whoop, no, I don't want that one. Yeah, there you go. I'm really sorry, I have to sniffle real quick, so I'm just gonna mute my mic for a second. Okay, I'm back. I just didn't want to gross everyone out with my sniffs. Yay, level 3! Do I get more XP? I mean more points? Yay, skill points available. Awesome. Okay. So these first ones, I believe, only cost 1 skill point, and then it'll start getting into, like, costing 2 skill points? Or maybe all of these cost 1. I don't remember. I think all of these cost 1. Eventually, in these square ones up here, these will turn into ones that are similar to these, and you can, like, really, really upgrade your stuff. But these ones all cost, like, 2 or 3 skill points, I think. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to stay there. What did I want next? I think I'm gonna do light ray next, because I want to get counterattack. And then after that, I'll eventually get the other thing. I really dig sneak attack with people, by the way. You will notice that in my gameplay. I feel like it is a fantastic strategy. Okay. We gonna starlight you, because you guys can die very easily from that, which is great. Alright, I just need to get enough ahead of you to do this thing to you. Yay! Also, increasing your magic power is really good. It's pretty important, because you will have to use attacks like that have to do with light, because you're the child of light. Yay, magic potion. And this game has a lot to do with, it has a lot to do with exploring. No, go back down. Go back down. It has a lot to do with exploring, because there's a lot of items and experience points that you can get when you find treasure chests like that, or there's going to be these little crystal things that show up later on when you can start flying, where it will give you certain items, or you can find gems which help you to upgrade certain stats. Okay, and then cool, chapter 2. I don't remember how many chapters there are. The Queen of Light. Eventually, hopefully Aurora, eventually we'll be able to, where did it go? There it is. Got it. This bird is very important. He's super important. They don't know. Rocks planted in the ground will not grow. I forgot what my point was. Eventually something's gonna happen, but whatever. This ghost lady, she totally scared me the first time that I was here because you could barely see her. Because she's just all white. She goes down really easily though with Light Ray. Yep, there she goes. Bye-bye. Level 4. Now I have a skill point. So basically every time you level up you get a skill point. And I like to try to make everything really even when it comes to upgrading. There will be times when I'll definitely go more one way than the other. But most of the time I personally really like to... For this weekly place, no other choice. Sorry, I missed half that dialogue. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, just, leveling up. I personally really like to level things up in a certain way, kind of. There are some that are a lot better to level up than others. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm gonna use Starlight on you. You die. No, don't. Aw, fuck, I got interrupted. So, interruptions can totally happen in the middle of your casting. And that is a dick. It really is. I guess it's okay. Let's use this real quick. Interrupting your foes is actually a very good tactic to use and to get. Because then they can attack you, obviously. There will be times where you can time it almost perfectly, where you just keep interrupting them, and then they can never attack you, and it's pretty rad. Hey look, a treasure chest. So, as you can see, like, if I just kind of followed the path, like, I knew that I was supposed to go up this way, but if I just followed this path, I would have missed out on a treasure. So, exploring is a big part of this game. Leveling up is a big part of this game. I'm sure with the more experienced version, wait. So these things, I'm gonna use them both now. As you can see, it only restocks like a little bit of your power, but I'm gonna get rid of her first because I don't like her. Oh, and also there's a lot of elemental kind of stuff. So obviously that chick, she's, as I said, vulnerable to light. So it's really good to make sure that you know who, like once you start getting your party together, it's really good to make sure that you know who is the strongest with what elements. Aurora! The door is locked. How do we get it unlocked? I wonder. It's really good to know what your party's strong suits are. And this is true with almost any kind of RPG, if you guys ever play those. Because, especially if they have like elemental type mechanics in here, and this one for sure does. There's definitely light and dark and electricity and whatever. There are some flaws with the elementals in here, but Aurora is definitely super rad at light, because she is the child of light. So it's really good to try and make sure that you upgrade her like stuff as much as possible, and you do that with gems. No. I'm gonna have enough. I'm totally gonna have enough. We're gonna collect some magic right now. Yeah, boy. No, damn it, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Yeah. Yeah, so whatever. I mean, RPG stuff. I'm just geeking out about this game. I love it. I mean, just look at the way that her freaking hair flows. And look at Igniculus can... Oh, never mind. I'll show you soon. Cool, I leveled up again. But Igniculus can move her hair. I tried to mention this, like, really quickly in the February game review thing that I did about her hair. But, like, how cool is that you can move her hair? And let me just say, this is only possible in the PC version of this game. There's a Wii U version of this game that you can play, but he doesn't do that, and he's a lot harder to control than, he's a lot harder to control in that one than he is in the PC version, which is what I'm playing right now. Speaking of which, though, if you do happen to get this game, it's a few years old by now, I think. How on earth do we travel up high? I wish you could fly. Eventually, I will. Aurora, illuminate the oculi. Let me try. Cool. Now I'm gonna hit. Hopefully not children. Oh no, what if it's cats? Okay. So I gotta do that. Push this guy back down. Boop. I've done this puzzle before, by the way. I mean, obviously, I've mentioned that I've played this like 3 times already. All the way through. Fuck, what was I saying? I was talking about the computer version, I think. Oh, right. Okay, so if you do happen to get the computer version, the PC version of this, you might need to download Uplay. It's Ubisoft Uplay software. You might need to download that because I originally had that on my computer, and then I didn't anymore. And, oh shit, that's right. Well then. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're fine. We're good. So now I can just heat. Should all be automated. Whoops. Because I originally had Uplay by Ubisoft on my computer, and then I uninstalled it and deleted everything off of there because I thought that it was thought that it was part of the reason why my computer wasn't recording properly and why it was going so slow. Turns out it wasn't, and then when I tried to open this game up to play it now, it really didn't want me to. It just wasn't loading the game up for whatever reason. So I thought, I looked at the files for it. So these are those little gem things I think I might have mentioned. But oculi are the little gems that you get to improve character stats. Yes, of course. You can craft them, which is really cool. So once I start getting bigger ones, I can mix and match them. If you do 3 of these rough ruby, you no longer have a rough ruby, you have like a different kind of ruby. It's pretty cool. Fire damage to melee attacks. And then I can switch equipment. So for instance, for my sword, you'll see that it does something with attack. For defense, it increases my fire resistance. And then just as like a... what the fuck do you call these? Accessories? It'll do +4 of my max HP. So for now, I'm gonna do it on there. And then after that, you really just have those 3. So I'm gonna do it on that. That way I have more HP. And then with this... what do I want first? Do I want to elevate damage? Do I want... because that's a skill. These square ones, these are all skills. So these all cost magic to use. All the square ones. All of the circle ones are just stat boosts. Do I want to increase my magic by 1? My strength by 1? for my magic defense, because I do eventually want to get counter. Counter is really, really good to have. Defense is also good to have, though. But again, this is a magic skill. Like, it takes magic points. All of these ones do. I think I'm gonna try to get counter first, because counter is a really good skill to have. And then I can't get up there yet, so we're gonna go this way. And this is the lever we need to be buying. That's another thing I like about this game. I like that they rhyme a lot of stuff. They don't rhyme necessarily everything, but they do rhyme a lot of stuff. And the reason why I like that is because in the very beginning it makes you feel like you're in a nursery rhyme or a fairy tale of some kind, right? And I really like that they keep that theme all the way through it. It makes it feel really cool. So that's one thing that I like about this game for sure. It's just the entire feel of it. It's amazing. Oh shit, fuck. Please let me be faster. It's medium, it's long, fuck. Whatever. Well, I'll beat him. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Oh, thank God. Alright. He did. The soundtrack is another thing I really love. If you guys have been listening to it as closely as I have, it's a wonderful soundtrack. It's kind of simple. They're on guard. Aurora, be on guard. Yeah, and just look at how beautiful it is. I mean, are you guys looking at this art? It's gorgeous. Beautiful art. I need to get that stuff, because I need to start out with some good magic. Magic power, I should say. Here at last. Beware, a spell has been cast. I'm imprisoned behind the glass. It's okay. I'll get you out. I'll get you out, girl. Alright, so let's shoot. Let's get this guy too. Okay, cool. So I gotta be on this side. And first, you will use Igniculus to do the red one. So, obviously they taught you this mechanic already, but I was kind of a dum-dum when I first played this game, and I didn't see those in the background at first, so I wasn't quite sure what to do. And sometimes this game can do that. I'm nearly free, be fast. Oh, shit. Yeah. There we go. Who dares challenge the Queen of the Night? A tiny nothing with locks of red. Oh, such epic music! I own this soundtrack because it's amazing. This is but a dream, trust not what you see. Seems real to me, they want us dead. Oh shit, fuck. Red, do you first. And then I got a light red. You, why not? Sure. You're gonna probably be casting by the time I get there anyways. Ooh, damn, son. Ooh, shit. Fuck. So Nick can also heal Aurora with his glow. With his magic glow. So this is where things do get a little bit tougher. Just a tad. Just a teeny tiny tad bit. Because, as you can see, Nick will start running out of power. And I really like to keep these guys slow, but it's not just that, it's also... Fuck! See, now I only have 3. So I can only slash. And I think I was talking about how you want to kind of... Oh, fuck yes, okay. How you kind of want to keep certain characters up to date with their elements. If I haven't mentioned that, if that was in the previous playthrough where it all wasn't recording properly. Ooh, yes! Oh, I beat him, thank God. Okay, now I need enough. I'm gonna kill you. Wait, look, I got more. Yes. it's really important to make sure that you know what their elemental strengths are. So Aurora's is obviously light. Her strength is light because she is the child of light. So you'll find certain oculi that will cater more to certain elements. You'll find ones for light. You definitely want to put them on Aurora. There will be other characters that you have that do better with certain elements originally than others. We're gonna let the scene play real quick though. Lady, this is Aurora. Madame, snared am I in this dreamland. I'm ready to wake up now. Child, a vision, take my hand.
Once the sun shone upon a land of sequined valleys and peaks of white, and at night ruined castles glowed with alabaster light. From the stars and the crescent moon, a queen of light ruled this rambling place. Each night she walked the palace alone, her luminosity dawn's own face. Until one night there was no trace. The queen had vanished, and with her the light. Dark resided in its place. The usurper, Umbra, hid from sight. She sent her daughters in her stead. The sun, the stars, and the crescent moon. They pilfered from the sky, extinguished them with the monsoon. Then Umbra's dark creatures conquered the land. Our lives soon snuffed out by a wave of her hand.
Madam, thank you for the story. But now I wish to wake. So dull my speech, you fell asleep? What I speak of is real, not fake. All around us lies the land of Lumeria. I'm afraid this is not a dream, Aurora. The only way is a magic link. A mirror behind the throne. Stolen by Umbra, Queen of the Night. The sole path home is to banish the night. Bring back the stars, the sun, the moon, the light. No, unacceptable. My father waits. The firefly said you'd help me post-haste. I have a name, you know. Do not despair, my dear. I created Igniculus to aid you. A bug the size of a pin? No good, I fear. God, I'm so sass. Never shall I recover the sun, the stars, and the moon. Do not despair, my dear. For the sun and moon seek the highest and the lowest room. First, go back from whence you came, past the altar on which you woke this day, through a tree of thorns sharp and tangled. Seek help along the way. And what of the stars? How will I reach the skies? Why, child, the answer lies above you. Open your eyes. Yep, there they are. Hi, stars. And now I can fly. What an incredible surprise. Look at my cute wings. Am I a fairy? I'm in flight. Aurora, you are a child of light. Now listen carefully. Keep that charmed crown upon your brow. Never remove it. Clear? One last thing before I go. If you should ever despair, my dear, thank you. Exactly what does it do? Sorry, child, I cannot hear you. Goodbye. Wait, but I must know. My father, is he alright? I'm surrounded by endless night. Press W to fly. Whee! Now I can fly. Yay! Alright.
And so Aurora wandered, the twilight forest far from home. Starlight only to guide her, except for a firefly alone. Anxious for the comforts of family who could not trace her. Searching for the sun and moon, a father to embrace her. And somewhere in the night, perched upon a throne in the dark, waited Umbra, the usurper, to snuff out Aurora's spark.
fly now. It's really awesome. I'm like super awesome in flight. Oh wait, I gotta go like way up. I remember this now. There we go. This is what it feels like to fly. Onward, up high. Into the West, Chapter 3. Alright, and I believe this is where I'm gonna end this episode. She might talk a little more. Well, I should say our road is clear. If we fly to the left, or sorry, if we to the left fly, the Tree of Thorns will surely appear. Sir Firefly, to the sky. Yes, and I'm gonna end this here with her beautiful hair. I love her hair. I love this game. It is my favorite. I've played it so many times, and I love it. Okay, so, yes, that's Child of Light, Episode 1. We're gonna get into Chapter 3 when I come back, and I hope this recording goes well. If it doesn't, because I'm trying out new recording software where it records everything all at once, my audio, the game's audio, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna see if it works out well. If it doesn't, I'm going to try and adjust it for the next episode, or even re-record it a third time, which I don't particularly mind because I love this game. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!